Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We are here on a Friday night, well, the start of your Friday night, and it's the Chelsea show. It's going to be an interesting one. We're joined by Abs, Andrew, and Selen. Charl will be here in the near future. She is just trying to find GoloKante to get a hug. So once she's done that, she'll be back here. Or she's hunting down someone. You never know with Charl. I mean, she is in Wales, so she could be chasing someone down the street. You just never know with her, do you? Andrew's there, like, I'm saying nothing. But anyway, how are we all doing?
That's all good. Yeah, I'm not saying nothing. On the wrath of Charlotte on me.
See, I don't mind it because I'm probably the only one on this planet that gets away with saying anything. I love it, literally. She will go for anyone else, but she'll never go for me. Just because she knows that I'll fight her back. Prime was waiting 11 minutes before the stream. That is cute. But make sure you hit that like button.
The irony of Prime waiting for someone to on a stream. The irony of that man.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? The irony. The irony.
Yeah. We love it. We love it.
We do love
it. Abdullah, you better rep me correctly. Mention Laporte's red card. Just mentioned it. Late as usual. Yep, you know me. You know me.
It's greatness.
Bunda. Love it. You lot have had an interesting week, really. It's sort of been interesting. Normally I'll start with the fixtures, but I've got plenty of time to talk about that. Southgate, obviously, he's released the England team. He's said some questionable things about every youngster, including Callum Hudson-Odoi. Southgate says Callum Hudson-Odoi has missed an opportunity with England snub. So basically, essentially, Gareth Southgate has said that because Callum Hudson-Odoi was offered, very politely, was offered to go chill with the under-21 England side. Basically, Callum Hudson-Odoi has now missed an opportunity to impress Gareth Southgate. I completely disagree, right? Obviously, because I don't think you can sit there and tell me, oh, yeah, but you're playing for the England under-21, so it's absolutely wonderful. It's going to be fine and all of this. I think club form should dictate a little bit more what you're doing than what you do for the England under-21s, because we've all seen it, right? How big is the jump from the under-21s in club football to the senior side? It's huge. So Gareth Southgate said he's missed an opportunity here. But yeah, before you do that, Prime says no Charlotte, dislike, unfollow, unsubscribe, report. Love it, love it. It's my birthday. Happy birthday, Hans Master. Prime is here. 1 million dislikes, 1 million Andrew likes. Talk about Aymeric Laporte's red card, the Ford. What, on the Chelsea show? Niall, do you support? I'm guessing that means the LGBT. Being gay, yeah, I sort of do support them, just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. They're not a bad bunch of people. Not a bad organisation. Big up Niall and the panel. Absolutely, Tyler. But Abs, talk to me about what Southgate has said. I mean, he said some questionable things to piss me off already, which I'll be documenting in a video probably tonight. Absolutely slamming this absolute forward, hopefully to Wales. I mean, this man, can he just go to, I don't know, Wales, Ireland, Abu Dhabi, Russia, China, anywhere? Just get him out of fucking England. I'm done with his shit. But Abs, talk to me about this.
Gareth Southgate is a fraud. Gareth Southgate does not know how to manage players in the squad. And Gareth Southgate does not know anything about merit. I'll give you an example, right? So why is Raheem Rupees still in the England squad? He's not been good the last few weeks. He's been on poor form. He's not exactly been starting regularly for Manchester City. Why should he be playing? I get he plays well for England, but by that logic, Ruben should be in the team regular because every time Ruben plays for England, he does quite well. Even in the World Cup, he's one of our better players coming off the bench. For me, the fact that Hudson-Odoi didn't get a chance in the first team England squad, considering he actually got his first start for England before he did for Chelsea, makes no sense. I think the two Chelsea players who should have been in there were Tomori and Hudson-Odoi because Tomori's been insane this season, even if he wasn't particularly great in the Champions League and his game last week. I don't know who it was, but I just don't think it's particularly good that game.
He's been better than Harry Maguire. Let's just cut the crap.
Yeah. He's our best centre back.
Tomori could have a couple of bad games. He's still been better than bloody Maguire. Like, oh.
Yeah, he's better than the fridge. He is right now on current form, and in my opinion, ability. He's England's best centre back. There's no one really better than him. Not Stones, not Mings. Mings is overrated.
I'd argue John Stones when he puts on an England shirt is actually decent, but I agree. I'd love to see a Stones Tomori back too. So my backline would be Chilwell at the moment because McDonald's has done nothing apart from McDonald's. Tomori, Stones, and it'll be controversial, but I would go for Trent. But that's just personal opinion.
That's not controversial. I didn't even pick that.
Yeah, but believe it or not, when you mention that you want Trent in over Reece James, some Chelsea fans will try and behead you live on YouTube.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that. But what Trent gives you on the ball, Reece James. I'm sorry, Reece James is very, very good, but he can't on ball playing ability. He's nowhere near Trent, to be honest. But he's still quality, Reece. Reece is more well-rounded, but Trent on the ball, like, there's very few players in the league who can really talk to him. But yeah, that's just about it. Southgate, you're a fraud. Graham Potter in. So we just need a proper manager to come and take these incredibly talented group of young players and win us a World Cup or something like that, you know? Because Southgate is not going to win this World Cup. He's going to get knocked out in the last 16. And when he does, people like me and you now will be sat there saying, I told you so, that this guy is a massive fraud.
If there's anyone still defending Gareth Southgate, I beg, message me and I will put you in a spliff. Literally, I'm done with his shit. Tactics are terrible. We have no tactics. What are you talking about? Ireland now, bro, we don't want Southgate. He's doing amazing for England. Why should he downgrade for Ireland? He's not doing amazing. Prime. Do you know what? I love you, but some days I just want to headbutt you. And it's when you talk about Southgate. I just can't do it. Not Prime. Okay, Andrew, I'll pay you with my fist. Pow, pow, pow. Love it. Casual bit of violence. I don't get too annoyed as it's World Cup qualifiers, but Southgate does say he picks players on form. I'm not annoyed. I'm not annoyed anymore. A few months ago, or last year, I'd have been annoyed. Now I don't really care. Now I'm like, do you know what? You're just chatting shit. You just what he says about Greenwood having to cement a first team place, what he's saying about Hudson-Odoi, like genuinely, I don't care what he's saying anymore. Look, these young players are better without him. They're better without him. Unfortunately, Greenwood's got to deal with Ollie, but Callum Hudson-Odoi has got Tuchel. But Southgate just chat shit. Smoking ain't good. I agree. That's why I quit and moved to vaping. Prime, do you want to fight some Arsenal fans? I swear. Prime is always fighting Arsenal fans. Hans Master says Abs is chatting shit. Southgate is good.
Yeah.
I think Abs. I agree with Abs more. It took us to a Euros final. We're not even going to debate that. We're not debating that. Chelsea will win the league if Liverpool slip up. As always, quality side they are. Tomori and Chalobah should be... Chalobah. No, man. Chalobah. He's played like 3 games. Like, how old is Chalobah?
22.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I was going to say chuck him in. I was going to say chuck him in the under 21.
He's played like 6 games actually now. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Six.
fuck
And he's not
And he's not looked out of place either. Okay.
Yeah,
He's
but
better than Maguire, Andrew. He's
Yeah,
better than Maguire,
he's
isn't he?
playing better than Maguire.
we have got a lack of centre backs, to be fair. But he ain't starting. He ain't starting. He can sit on the bench. Watch if Southgate stops managing England, we will do shit. He has a connection with the players. Yeah, Mason Mount is going to give him his monthly blowjob this week. So
No, he's got a wisdom tooth. He can't do it. He's got wisdom
oh
tooth.
shit! Imagine I'm going to get the next England game too. Oh, good luck. No, I'm not annoyed. Proceeds to be annoyed about the Euros final. That is annoying, but to be frankly, no. When I say I'm not annoyed about what he says anymore. I just ignore him. Like, am I annoyed when he majorly fucks up at big occasions? Well, of course I am. Prime says Chalobah is clear of Laporte, but no, he shouldn't be starting for England. It's debatable for him to be in the squad though, but not yet.
Hold on now. Hold on. This is the same Prime who a few weeks ago said Chalobah is just good and wasn't anything special.
Yeah. And says talk about fucking Chelsea. Well, we are talking about Chelsea because we're talking about one of Chelsea's young players who has been spoken about. But Andrew, talk to me about what's been said about Callum Hudson-Odoi. Are you sort of in a similar place as me and Abs, which is Southgate just chatting shit again?
Yeah, I'm only read about what he said from other people. I don't really pay attention. I don't like international football to the tournaments. So for me, this is a huge waste of everyone's time. I'd rather they put all the international breaks together at the end of the season, have a shortened season, and they can do all the stuff in May. The players can go on holiday for 2 months and then come back. But yeah, it was very strange. His English was very strange because Hudson-Odoi has only really started establishing himself in the last 5 games or so. I can understand him turning down the under-21s. I don't know what he's going to get from that experience. Under-21s at all. But yeah, I can understand why he decided to turn it down with Southgate. I read more. When I say read, I also heard what he said. I heard his voice when he's talking about Callum Hudson-Odoi, and he seems like he's going to punish him for his turning it down. You could just tell it was different from when he talked about Greenwood. When he talked about Hudson-Odoi, there was some like, you turned it down, have you? You're not going to get in again, even if you're banging in all the goals. But I think Hudson-Odoi, I don't think Hudson-Odoi would get anything from the under-21s. And I think he'd get more staying with Tuchel for the next couple of weeks, maybe some one-on-one training, stuff like that. Yeah. So I think that'd be better for his development in the under-21s, if you ask me.
And people don't think like that, do they? Because obviously Chelsea are gonna, most of your players, or your big name players, are gonna fuck off, aren't they? They're all gonna go on international break. I mean, I think most of your first team. So Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to be there with the fringe players, and you're going to have loads of coaches anyway. So it does mean that Hudson-Odoi can pick maybe Tuchel's brain, or Tuchel can work with him on certain things that he wants him to do or work on. And I do agree with you. I think that will be much more beneficial for Callum Hudson-Odoi than playing with England under-21s. Like, what's he going to learn at England under-21 level that is going to elevate him to get in that spot in the main side? I do agree with you, though. I do think Southgate's about to punish him, and that's unfortunate. But I also think, if I'm right, that Hudson-Odoi is going to be. He can declare for another nation, can't he?
It's Ghana, isn't it? He can declare for Ghana.
I can see at some point Hudson-Odoi probably going, do you know what? You've disrespected me far too many times. I'm going Ghana. And do you know what? Good luck to him. Tyler says ESR is good, just not a level of the main England squad yet. Yeah, I'd probably agree with that. Mason Greenwood, the best youngster in the league. Southgate, the Pratt still don't pick him. Well, is what it is. But Slen, quickly talk to me about Hudson-Odoi before we break down the Newcastle game, if your internet allows you.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about Callum not being called for the international or whatever. But those are qualifying matches, I think, right? So
Yeah.
there's no need to call someone up. He goes there, he gets injured, and we have another winger who is injury prone. We have another one who doesn't know what form he is. So I would prefer him to stay at Chelsea and learn from the mistakes. I mean, Tuchel can take that time and tell him or go through the mistakes he's been doing or what has been happening so that he wasn't starting when Timo Werner and Lukaku were fit. So I think it's better for him to stay. Yeah, so I don't know. It's better for him to stay at Chelsea and just learn from all these coaches. Then when he's a hot property, when he's really good, when he's doing those things that we expect him to do, he can go and play for Ghana.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be that stage where Tuchel may get involved and say, look, maybe him directly have a conversation with Southgate going, look, you are really doing my head in now. Just shut the fuck up. Because I feel like it may get to a stage where it will annoy Tuchel. And I've lived with a German before. And I can ultimately assure you, Germans take shit from no one. Right? They do not take shit. Right? The lady I lived with was absolutely amazing. Loved her to bits. But boy, she wouldn't take shit. Like...
Yeah.
Boy, if I left a plate on the side, I was in for an absolute battering. Not literally, but that's the thing. Tuchel may get involved and may just be like, look, just shut up. You don't have to pick him, but you can just shut up talking about him now. Maybe. But moving on and talking about Chelsea, let's talk about the Newcastle game. Reece James got a brace. Jorginho, the pen merchant, obviously scored from the penalty spot as well.
Another pen merchant.
Gotta love a pen merchant. How did you view the Newcastle game? Because you didn't really start. Well, I didn't watch a game, to be completely honest with you. But judging from when the goals went in, you didn't really click it in the first half. But second half, you came out and you were like, yeah, we'll score some goals now. What did you make of it, Abs?
I was quality. I thought we were actually quite good in the first half in terms of the way we were controlling the game. And Newcastle didn't really offer much going forward. They only had one chance, which was, I think, Callum Wilson, where he headed it basically. I think it was Wilson, he tried to head it, but then Christensen jumped and blocked, and Mendy had an easy catch. But in the first half, our thing wasn't necessarily we weren't playing well, we just couldn't find that final pass. So we had a couple chances which we just blew, and we could have easily been 1 or 2-0 up in the first half. Then the second half, we really took over, especially after we brought on Jesus Christ, I can't believe him. Especially after brought on Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley had a good impact on the team. And Loftus-Cheek came on, and yeah, they were quite good. And then from there was literally Hudson-Odoi, who was our second best attacker in the game. I think Havertz was not very good in that first half. But Ziyech was probably our better one in terms of he was trying to make things happen. But yeah, the goal came from Hudson-Odoi running at the Newcastle defenders, crossing in a ball, and James with some lovely control and hit a Chingy in the top bins. And then the second goal, same thing. In fact, I'm almost convinced the way they took the second goal was on purpose, because I think he knew that the Stardo guy was meaty, and he knew he was probably going to dive after Ruben took the shot. So from when he dived, it was an open net tapping. And once again, chicken zinger delivery at your doorstep and that. And yeah, after that, it was then it was just really, it was curtains after the pen. I know that some people wanted Reece James to take it, but my view is that I want to win games, and I don't care who scores the goals. If, for instance, Reece took the pen and missed it, then we drew 2-2, then it's 2 points drop, and it's like, why not? Yeah, I was pretty happy. We moved on, clean sheet away from home. Burnley this weekend, we need to slap 5 past them as well.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the Reece James hat trick taking the pen, it's really down to what the coach and the players agree with. If that they would have agreed with that way before this penalty, they'll agree that if you're on a hat trick, you can take it, or actually no, if there's a penalty, I just want the penalty taker to take it, and we move. So Tuchel clearly says no. We are joined by Charl as well, but Andrew, talk to me about the Newcastle game. Reece James getting a brace. Hudson-Odoi having a good game as well. So, you know, maybe Southgate does really chat shit, but moving away from him, overall, that game was a good one.
Yeah, it was. It was a good one. It was one where I thought we were better in the second half because he made the change. He brought on a. Who did he bring on? Is it Ruben? Did he bring on the second half? I think he brought Ruben on the second half.
He brought on Bunda.
Yeah, it was Ruben.
He brought on Bunda Cheeks, and it was a good performance. The second half, Newcastle was shocking. I just got my fantasy league team in because I realised I was 6:30 kickoff, so that's why I'm a bit distracted. Sorry about that. I had to put restreaming. So it's all done now. Few, and I just realised Ings is out injured, so I had to replace him, put Rice in the team. But there we go. Okay. Yes. Yeah. So it was,
luckily, my FPL is absolutely fine.
6:30 was the cut-off time. But anyway, let's get back to this. Their second half, they were sitting way back. I mean, the lowest of low blocks I think we played this season. Newcastle are just shocking. More said about them, they'll probably go down. But yeah, it allowed us to open up a bit more. We took Kante off, put Ruben Loftus-Cheek on, a bit more open. The wing backs got more involved. Hudson-Odoi got more involved, and Reece James, his first goal was absolutely fantastic. He took on his right and then curled it in with his left. And at the time, I was like, because I just wanted it for the band, so I was like, let Reece James take the penalty. I understand why he didn't, but I would have loved him to take it. Just for all and this isn't against Mount, but just all the people that love Mount go, yeah, well, Reece got a hat trick from right back. Can't be that hard.
And cue Johnny having an absolute meltdown right now. Brilliant.
Mountgasm.
He's just smashed about 5 mugs and 14 plates.
But on a serious note, that was a very poor. We've earned these run of fixtures given what we started off with. So all the rivals saying, it's who you're playing. I'll just go back to the first 7 games we had of the season. Look who we played then, and look who we play now. And you still got to get the job done. Look at Man City against Crystal Palace. Do you know what I mean? So it's like you've still got to play Manchester United, and that'll be a tough game. We've got Leicester, Man United back to back, and when we get back break.
How are you going to cope with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
I don't know. And then we've got West Ham a few weeks after that. So yeah.
No, but Andrew, we'll win all 3. We'll beat Man United.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I'm just saying it's like we've earned the run of fixtures we're on because of the start to the season. So yeah. Win tomorrow, hopefully 4 out of 4.
Just got to keep it consistent, don't you?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mustafa says, "Now I think you should unmod Prime. He's consistently abused me by timing me out several times. I was joking, but he did time me out twice last week.
Snitches, bitches.
Charl, I'll give you stitches in a minute.
Oh my!
I have James Rudiger as my back 3 better back Nicki Minaj. Talking of Nicki Minaj, Charl, what did you think of the Newcastle game?
I mean, that went south real quick, but okay. I mean, Nicki Minaj, nah, I don't like her, but okay. Yeah, thank you. And also, she's dating like a child molester or something like that, but I don't like that.
Oh, thank you, Charl. That's always very good to know your stance on that. That really has helped grow the channel. I feel
you're very welcome.
That's
me standing up for what's right. The Newcastle game. Let's talk about that. Reece James is baller. Now, let me tell you something right now. I'm gonna go old school here. Okay, so when Maurizio Sarri was back in power, Loftus-Cheek and Hudson-Odoi were ballers. Now it's coming back. Everyone's seeing what I love about Hudson-Odoi because Hudson-Odoi is a baller. And people need to put some name. Gareth Southgate, who the fuck is he? He's just some twat that decides to keep Harry Maguire, a fucking fridge, who if you open him could give you a cheeseburger or a ham sandwich. So let's not go there because he's a dickhead. And Hudson-Odoi
just confirm Luke Shaw has just gone to the fridge because he wants a cheeseburger after you mentioned
Yeah, mate.
Oh, man.
But, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I think Southgate disrespects Hudson-Odoi and Loftus-Cheek, but we'll leave it like that. Hudson-Odoi shining as per usual. It's nice to see. Reece James was just on fire. He made fun of that Newcastle squad. He literally annihilated their defense. And he made their goalkeeper look like he made their goalkeeper look like a cupcake, and it was just like, yeah, you're nothing. Nah. And as for Jorginho's penalty, well, Jorginho's penalties are the best of the best. I don't think anyone can debate that. He makes a mockery of every goalkeeper he takes a penalty from.
You clearly haven't watched. You clearly haven't watched me take a penalty then.
I mean, I'm not including you now. This is not
Okay,
you included. This is not you included. It's okay, guys. Not Niall included.
That's what I think.
I'm just gonna say something though. Like, Newcastle should probably get some help. I'm looking forward to the next match because it should be another annihilation of Burnley. We love to see that. Have we talked about the Champions League game yet?
Not yet. With that
is. I have words to say on that. I have words to say on that.
That is topic number 3.
Well, what topic are we on? What topic are we on now?
We're on topic number 2.
What was number 1?
Oh, it was Southgate disrespecting Callum Hudson-Odoi.
Oh, Southgate. All I have to say about Gareth Southgate, I'll say this once and I'll say this again, and probably no one's going to like this. There's no I in team, but there's a U in cunt. That's all I'm saying.
I was just going to say that Southgate's a nonce, but okay. Prime says, talking of Nicki Minaj, wait, now, are you comparing Nicki's... So Prime is into Charles' backside, apparently. Calm and will still cook you. So Chelsea won't beat United on 28th of November and Ollie will stay. If Ollie's still in charge, maybe.
Yeah, like Man United are going to get rid of them, you dumb Man United fan. How delusional do you want to get? Do you want to get delusional to the point where you're telling me Harry Maguire's a good defender? Is that where we're going to go? Are you going to tell me Fred's good as well? Because if that's the case, come at me, Man U fans. I am ready to annihilate you, dickheads.
Now, shall we do this? Ben Shite or Maguire?
Pardon?
Ben Shite or Maguire?
Oh,
Ben Shite is going over Maguire.
Literally, that is like getting Andrew to take a shit twice and then to compare the two shits. That is essentially.
You know what? Right now, I enjoy making Man United fans cry more than I do Arsenal right now because I've made Arsenal cry. I've made Arsenal fans cry way too many times.
Well, I think
making Man U fans cry is something I really enjoy. So cry, little bitches, and let me pick up your tears and if you can make your tears turn into wine, I'm a fucking.
Charl is a reincarnation of Jesus. Moving swiftly on. Slen, what was your thoughts of the Newcastle game?
Today the internet is trying to frustrate me. I'm so mad right now. If it goes again,
Arsenal fans have got into your Wi-Fi. It happens to the best of us. It's happened to me before. Don't worry.
If it goes again, I'll call them and use the time that we would have used here to. It will not be a friendly call. So that Newcastle game, we had a very good game, but Newcastle were very negative. They parked the bus, and I think their plan was to stay in the game, park the bus, 70th minute, attack, like Brentford did, and it failed miserably. When they changed, they brought on they brought on a defender in place of a midfielder, I think, and Tuchel countered that with bringing another midfielder. And let Reece have a little bit of freedom.
So they took off Isaac Hayden,
that's the defender,
and brought on Almiron. Sort of. I think isn't Hayden playing centre mid at the moment for Newcastle?
I think so. So Reece James got the license to go forward, and that's why he got the 2 goals. And Loftus-Cheek came and destroyed everyone. Saul came on and he was playing on the wing. Yeah, so we had a very good game. We couldn't score in the first half. We couldn't score in the first 60 minutes. We scored in, I think it was the 75th or 71st minute. Yeah, but we had a very good game. Even in the part that we were not scoring, we had a very, very, very good game, and I loved it. We could have scored more, yeah, but that was. I just don't like teams that play like that, and I expect the same from Burnley tomorrow. Apart from those long balls, Burnley are a Newcastle with those long balls, and they are a threat on the set pieces. So I hate such teams. I used to hate Watford a lot. I used to hate there's another team I used to hate. It was called what? Stoke City used to play the same football. So I hate that kind of football. Just bring the game to us, then we can just let me beat you fair and square.
I don't mean to. Right, I didn't want to do this, but right, I'm about to roll my spliff and smoke it. Essentially, you can't expect a team who isn't as good as you to come and play football against you, right? If Plymouth Argyle got if Plymouth exactly if Plymouth Argyle got promoted right to the Premier League, and we decided, and Ryan Lowe smartly decided, do you know what? We're probably not going to beat Chelsea, but do you know what we are going to do? We're going to make sure that we don't get absolutely hammered and save our goal difference. So by sitting back and hitting on the counter, it means that, you know, there is a better chance of you winning the game. There's also a better chance of you not getting 7 goals put past you, which when it comes to the end of the season may be quite crucial to you staying in the league. So whilst I understand it's frustrating for you, you also have some of the best players in the world who should, in theory, be able to get past the low block. So, you know, whilst I understand your frustrations, smaller teams are not going to come out and try and play football against you, else what happened to Norwich becomes a regular occurrence, and I can assure you that shit just ain't happening.
We have another example in Brentford. Brentford went to Liverpool and, like, you know, it shows the quality of coaches you have, like, in your team. Like, when you go out and play that kind of football, it shows the kind of coach you have. Yes, you might not have the quality. I mean, Brentford doesn't have a world star, or rather a world-class attacker, or a world-class midfielder, or a world-class goalkeeper. They just believe in themselves and they take the game to you.
I'm not saying that it's the right way. A prime example actually is when Liverpool had to face Argyle in the FA Cup, and we just camped on their 6-yard box, and Liverpool didn't even have a shot on target for that whole game, which is actually fairly amusing considering it was at Anfield. Just, I always like to, it's the return of the FA Cup this weekend, so I like to just bring out one of my favourite FA Cup moments, which is in fact Anfield, Argyle camping on their 6-yard box and them not even having a shot on target whilst they have Roberto Firmino playing. So, you know, I always enjoy bringing up that memory because it really...
No, Firmino's a border.
Well, I don't disagree. It's just always nice for me to bring up that memory. But moving swiftly on, because I could talk about that all day, but we don't need to. Wait, did Slem want Newcastle to spread their asshole open when they played us? Like, relax. So what if they parked the bus and countered? We still won. I completely agree. I wouldn't have used that analogy, but yeah, I agree. Also, big up to
that analogy.
Also, big up to Wolf in the chat. Of course you do, Charl. We now know what Charl does on a weekend when she's not working. But moving swiftly on, let's talk about your Champions League game against, is it Mulder? Is it Mold or
Malmo?
Malmo, Mold, same thing.
Come on, lad.
Also, from Prime says, Firmino, a baller, abs, you're on strike too.
No, the Chalobah agenda, with your Chalobah agenda, you're on strike 2000 at this point, Prime.
Well, we've got to talk about him in a minute as well. But talk to me about Malmo. You won the game 1-0, wasn't it? was 1-0, wasn't it? Yeah. So talk to me about the Malmo game. A 1-0 win away from home. Another point closer to Champions League qualification. Or have you already qualified? I can't remember.
We're nearly.
I think we need a point or something.
So essentially, you've qualified, but it won't be.
Yeah, because Juventus.
Juventus
point.
Oh yeah. They beat you, didn't they? So.
Juventus. I think we just need a point mathematically.
Yeah.
Mathematically,
we actually need to beat Juventus to actually go top, which is what I want. So the next game's really important.
Are you playing Juventus? Are you playing Juventus next?
Yeah, in the camps.
Oh shit! Abs, we'll go in order again. Abs, talk to me about the Malmo game. Ross Barkley came on as well. I never thought at the start of the season I'd be mentioning Ross Barkley playing for Chelsea, but weirder things have happened, I suppose.
Oh, don't worry. There's multiple things that I could think about that I've seen this season that I wouldn't think happening. But so if we're being honest, Malmo did the same thing as Newcastle. They sat back and camped. They, didn't try and come play football. They had one chance at the end of the first half where I think their striker just put it just wide. But after that, and I know people were criticizing him, but Havertz, he had two chances. The first one, it was good defending, really. The second one, he probably should have scored. But then even for the goal we actually scored, it was Havertz's insane world-class pass. You can see the Havertz agenda being propped up right now into Hudson Odoi, who pinged the ball straight into the feet of Ziyech, who had a 5-yard tap in. But aside from that, there was not really much to it. They didn't test us that much. We could have scored a bit more, but yeah, that's about it. Literally, there's very little to say about that game.
Yeah. No, that's why I thought we'd briefly go over Malmo, because it wasn't exactly a game that was entertaining. But Andrew, Malmo, Champions League, Chelsea looking to try and retain their Champions League, which hasn't been done by an English side that I can remember. I can't remember if an English
not
side
in this format, no.
Liverpool in the 80s.
I know Forest did, didn't they? They retained the European
but that
Cup,
was a knockout competition from the start. So.
Yeah, which you'd argue is actually harder to win, but
it is. Yeah.
But trying to retain your title, how do you think the Malmo game went?
I thought it was comfortable. For me, it's all about results. I'm less concerned about the performances unless we lose. I think we could have been more clinical. I didn't think they tested we weren't tested at all. Came for it quite comfortably. Ziyech scored. Yeah, move on. Done. Early Tuesday game.
Cheeks was good.
Huh?
Thunder Cheeks was good.
Yes, Love Cheek was very good. But Malmo are a poor side. That's why I hate the group stage, because you get a side like this. It's just completely pointless. I know it sounds a bit harsh, but I sometimes prefer it to be knockout if we're going to play teams like this. Just a waste of travelling, really.
Unbelievable. Sometimes. Imagine if Argyle got to a Champions League.
Imagine.
It would be beautiful.
Imaginary.
It would be beautiful. Oh, mate, could you just imagine like Barcelona having to come to Plymouth Argyle on a cold Tuesday night? Yeah, come down to
whatever airport and they go, yeah, you've still got 6 hours to do it. You've still got 6 hours to drive.
Mate, we don't have an airport, so they would have to fly. They would have to fly into Exeter or Bristol and then get a coach down to Plymouth.
Yeah. You've still got 3 hours.
Yeah, you've still. That's being fair on the traffic, It would be beautiful, especially considering it's fucking cold in Plymouth, really cold. Because obviously you got the ocean, you've got all the cold water, the cold air coming from the ocean. Barcelona would absolutely shit themselves. Absolutely shit themselves. I'd fancy Argyle to win that game. Prime says, man said Liverpool in the 80s. Abs, no one asked about that small club winning one Prem title and acting like they're big boys. They're not even bigger than Leicester City. PSG players shouldn't win anything. Velv, he did actually. I don't know what's going on. We'll touch on the Ballon d'Or. Obviously, Jorginho has been nominated for that as well. But Charl, talk to me about the Malmo game. It was a win. I can't imagine it was too bad.
It was a win. That's it. That's literally the only good thing I have to say about it. That is literally the only good thing.
Isn't that the best thing to happen?
I'm gonna take Hudson and Odoi and Loftus-Cheek out of this, but we were fucking shit. Now I don't know about everybody else, but I thought we played really shit. Like I know we're away and I know it's a win, but the way we played was fucking shocking. Like Ab said, the shots that Havertz had, like, I'm sorry, what happened to being able to get the ball in the back of the net? Like, I don't know if we all remember Havertz's Champions League goal. So all I'm going to say is he needs to buck up his ideas. Maybe find the goal. Maybe take some lessons from Lukaku, not Werner. Like, I don't know. But, you know, all I'm saying is that we have issues. Issues of, you know what? And this is my problem, and I've come to realize it now. We can get the ball in the box. We just have aim issues. I don't know how they're making babies, these Chelsea lads, because their aim is fucking shocking. Shocking. Like, I'm sorry. How are you not getting it in the eye? Like, fucking aiming it in the eye. Like, how are you making babies? Like, I'm sorry. I don't understand this. Like, I just don't understand it. The game is shocking.
That actually explains why Lampard has so many kids.
Like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, they need to practice their aim. Right? I don't.
That's a perfect.
I don't really know what else to say, but the aim is shocking. Like, and do you know what? Do you know what also I've noticed is that they have no creativity. They've got no creativity, no aim. And I'm shocked that they've got kids. And you why, like, if they're only doing doggy style and not being able to aim, like, basic bitches, innit? Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't know how to go on.
That analogy has got to be one of them. Oh, I'm crying.
Prime's just got me. Prime's just got me.
Andrew, did you just hear that analogy? So that will explain why Mount doesn't have babies at the moment.
Yeah.
Although it might also explain because he's doing Declan Rice up the ass instead of his missus. But you know, moving swiftly on. Oh, crikey! I actually was in tears. Wolf says his name is actually Abs. Well, that's what we call him.
It's my nickname.
His nickname. Nicknames are cool. Wolf, no, his name is Abdallah.
Hey, what are you saying about Abs? Whoa. Don't fuck with Abs. I swear to God. Like, I will aim you. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to send you down the Chelsea way so they can aim it in your eye and then you can't see anymore.
Apparently, according to Prime, Andrew told him that Ruben clapped them cheeks doesn't even have a big bunda. When Charl speaks, I have to turn my sound down so loud.
That's a shame.
That is just Charl in a nutshell. Wolf says Donny van der Beek should start a travel vlog. Yeah, why not? I mean, we all know what Donny's been doing in his spare time. Congratulations on the baby.
My dad, Donny.
Well, you don't need to. He's been fucking his missus whilst he's been on the bench, so he's all calm.
At least he's getting action from somewhere. At least he's getting
well, they got kids because their whole have to aim.
The whole is quite obvious. Well, apparently not for Mason Mount, for Kai Havertz, for Werner. Werner doesn't have kids.
Mustafa says, why am I always getting bullied? I have no idea. Don't fuck with Abs or I'll aim it up your ass. Yo, Charlotte, chill.
That's true, you know.
Stop playing victim. Jesus Christ, Velvishwan, you disgusting human
Oh my
being.
days.
Fight us, Charl. I got you back, Velv. Psych, fuck off, Velv. Charl. But Slen, talk to me about Malmo, and please don't use any more sexual analogies because I'm not sure.
I don't think he can. I've used them all, like the aim, the eye, like
This
the
is
arse.
Slen. I wouldn't bank it out. But Slen, talk to me about Malmo.
I won't lie. I watched the first 30 minutes and I wasn't watching because my head was. I mean, that Wednesday. I mean, the last time we were here, we were talking about insecurity in some part of the world, and exactly that day when I was walking from home, from work, I got attacked and my phone broke and I hurt my legs and I couldn't think, so I had to leave my house and go to my girlfriend, so I couldn't watch the match. So I left the match at the 30th minute. Yesterday I tried to watch it. It was 1 a.m. I slept in the 60th minute, so it was that boring. But I did see the highlights, and it was a boring match. And I hope tomorrow will be a better game. And something else I'm hoping will be better is security in my country or in where I live, because I don't know.
Absolutely. Sorry got that happened to you. Hope all is good. Prime says, how is Charl the reason this channel got its first striker, not Dom? Trust me, with all of also, yeah, big up Daniel as well. With this, I don't think we'll ever get striked. If the stuff that Dom has said on this channel on multiple occasions
It's still allowed.
haven't got us right down, then I don't think anything can. We have had Dom do cocaine on stream, and we've still not got a strike. So no, I think we are just unstrikable. We are just unstrikable, really. But talking of Chalobah, because it was mentioned at the start. Someone called Chalobah got a 5-year deal. Now, unlike Tomori, who had to leave country because Frank Lampard is a disgrace to Chelsea, Thomas Tuchel has actually played Chalobah and has convinced him to sign a new deal. Abs, how good is it to see Chalobah get a new 5-year deal?
All right, so for me, first off, big up 23 Savage at Chelsea. Trevor, my young gun driller, and that. Come on. So obviously, it's a good deal because he's a very, very good defender. Unlike Prime with his stinky agenda against certain Chelsea players, Chalobah is one of our better players in the team, you know. So I was happy he got a deal because he worked pretty hard for it. You know, he's been scoring goals for us and more importantly, keeping goals out from going inside our net. And yeah, everything about it just screams great, especially as Rudiger. It looks like he's not going to be signing a new deal, even though I really want him to, so he can stay for a bit longer.
Yeah.
If he does leave, then we've got Trevor to replace him. So yeah, we've got a solid foundation for the next few years. We just need to keep him, bring back Tomori ideally, and then there we go. That's our centre-back sorted for the next 10 years.
Yeah. Why not? Prime says, I don't think anything can get us a strike. We are unstrikable. Challenge accepted. No, don't test me. My centre-back, let's go. Only these two things can survive a nuclear bomb: a cockroach and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Yeah, probably. Dylan, Chelsea will lose for sure. No, Dylan. But Andrew, Chalobah, I don't think you have a Chalobah agenda, but
no.
What's your thoughts of him getting a new 5-year deal?
Yeah, great news. Securing young talented player like that for the future is all good. He's already shown in his brief stint that he can handle most things. I don't think anyone has any issues with him when he starts. He seems to be very consistent, hardly put a foot wrong. And I think he's just going to get better and better. So I'm very pleased, and hopefully it's more news about contract signings to come. So yeah, he's earned it, man. He got given a chance. Tuchel gave him a chance in pre-season and he took it. So he should be an example to others as well. So yeah, great deal.
Absolutely. What about you, Charl? Chalobah, new deal? What do you make of it?
I am fucking buzzing. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, Marina's made up for the Tomori. Frank, not so much. I still not forgive him. Hashtag we will not forget Tomori. Like, Marina's kind of made up for her mistakes. She learned the hard way. I would rather her not have learned the hard way. But, you know, sometimes people have to be put in their places, and that's okay, you know. But she's learned. She's given Chalobah a new contract. Chalobah's actually deserved it. I'm not going to lie. He actually had. He's, like, looking back at his stats, like, has been phenomenal. When he first played in the Super Cup, he was the only defensive player that wasn't dispossessed. He was the only defensive player that actually had the most passes and the most defensive tackles. So, you know, I think he's been very consistent and he's done his job. And he may be young, but he's showing that he is more than capable of becoming something that we all want to see. And I'm glad that we've kept him and that we're moving forward in a direction that this academy is moving. And you know what? Let's be real. Chelsea Academy is one of the best in the world. Like, it genuinely is. And, you know, I'm happy he's going to stay on for the next 5 years and play. And I'm going to enjoy this because we need to show off our talents. And we need to not just be buying players, but be using we have the best academy, one of the best academies in the world. So we need to be using this and bringing Prime. Shut the fuck up. We need to be bringing these players up and like, take your mask and jog on, hun. Off you go, ta-da. Like, all I'm saying is that, like, he literally he's just phenomenal, and I'm buzzing. We've got him. Yeah, Prime. We've got Chalobah for another 5 years. Go suck my dick.
Unbelievable.
I do not do that to penises.
Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. Why are we lying, Prime?
What do you mean don't lie? Shut up.
Prime
Also,
is,
yeah.
Oh, you know, to clarify,
yeah, I'm not. I've been out.
If that means you're guilty.
No, it means I don't. Okay. I've been out doing stuff and listening to the stream and that. So I started coming, eat and listen. And then you guys started chatting about Chalobah and saying I have an agenda. Listen, I don't have an agenda against him. I think he's good. He's proven me wrong. So I thought he was, like, you know, terrible.
You think Laporte's better than him?
However, I didn't say Laporte's better than him.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You did. You
No, I
did.
did.
I was
Slan.
Yes, you did.
Slan. I'm sorry you got attacked, but shut up. You guys are wrong. No. Anyway, Chalobah's good. However, this talk of saying that people say
He's better than Laporte.
when people say that he's better than Tomori, I'm not having that. Tomori's getting praised by Maldini. Laporte doesn't matter though. I'm better than Laporte. Who cares? Who cares?
Say Trevor Chalobah is better than Laporte.
I did say he's better than Laporte.
No. Can I please just say something? There's a comment here by Wolf. He says, we have the best academy in the world. I forgot. No, I said one of the best in the world, you dickhead. One of the best. Use your words properly and use your ears. Maybe you need to go to sexing and get your eyes tested and your ears tested.
You can't go for my subscribers like that, especially
I fucking can. I just did.
You fucking can't, especially Wolf. Especially
one of the best. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Everybody right now.
Has Charlotte not got her dick sucked yet? What happened?
Jesus Christ. This Primers is taking this to a whole new level. But yeah, Charl, I will fight you.
But Charl.
No, but the thing about our academy, right?
Wolf is a good man.
Guys, shh. Excellent. Prime, talk to me about the Chalobah, then Slen, then we'll move on to Burnley, and then
Laporte.
I'm happy about Chalobah getting a new contract. I mean, he's not better than Tomori. Tomori's killing it and one of the best centre backs in the world right now. I think Tomori would have been the perfect replacement for Rudiger to be starting in our team. Chalobah is good. He can play in cup games. He can play against bottom half of the table. Brentford, Newcastle, Arsenal,
Liverpool.
those teams. Okay, Liverpool. But I'm not relying on him to start any big games. I don't want him starting against Leicester or Man United coming up. I don't want him starting big games as our first choice because that's going to get a bit sticky. But these lesser sides, it's fine. Let him build up momentum and all of that. Should he be in the England squad? Probably not. No. I mean, maybe it's debatable, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, I don't know. I just wish we'd kept Tomori because he's amazing. In terms of our academy being one of the best in the world, currently right now, it probably is the best in the world, to be fair. Even if we forget this current batch of players, when you look at Ryan Bertrand, he's been a mainstay in the Premier League, playing at Aston Villa, Southampton, now Leicester. Bertrand Traore went to Aston Villa last season. He was brilliant. Patrick Van Aanholt, a mainstay in that Crystal Palace team. Like, we've got a lot of players around who are playing and actually killing it. So we do have one of the best. I don't know if it's the best because Ajax, other than Van de Beek, De Jong, and De Ligt, how many other players have came out in the past few years? Not many per se. Ziyech didn't come from Ajax's academy. He didn't come from their academy. You think I don't know? Klaassen came to the Premier League and was a bum. You think I don't know about Ajax players? Ziyech, don't mention Ziyech. Anyway, but yeah, that's about it.
Moving swiftly on. Slen, talk to me about Chalobah getting a new deal.
In case you're having a problem saying who he is, he's the next Terry. Yeah, he's the next Terry. And I know Prime will come to me. And yeah, you're so predictable.
Yeah, hold on. So wait, if Chalobah was the next Terry, who's Christensen?
Oh man,
they can be both the next Terry. Like, who cares if they both of them go and have
Tomori's a bum anyway. Tomori's a bum.
Oi, Andrew, now the Tomori
really is a bum.
Tomori is very good. I'm very actually.
Don't call Tomori's. Tomori's not a bum. Let's not do this.
Tomori's is yesterday's trash. Let's talk about Chalobah.
I'd swap Tomori. I'd swap Tomori for Rudiger in a heartbeat. Rudiger's leaving anyway, so why not?
So I'm very happy. My boy got a new contract. He earned it. I mean, he's been playing this season and he hasn't put a foot wrong. And don't forget, he has more.
His Wi-Fi cut him off because he knows his Wi-Fi. His Wi-Fi cut him off because his Wi-Fi cut him off because he knows he's chatting was about Chalobah being better than Terry.
His Wi-Fi cut him off because of his aim.
Can you now hear me?
Are you back? We can hear you. We can hear you now.
Yeah. Okay. What was I saying? He has more forward passes than. Shut up, Prime. He has more forward passes than Trent Alexander-Arnold, and he is a centre back. So he's really good. He's very good on the ball. He has that pass in him. He can play in the right. And by that I mean he can play as a right back.
He can't play as a right back.
He can play. He did that when he was younger. He can, and he did that again.
He played DM when he was younger.
He did play as a right back.
No. I do know Chalobah. When he was younger in our academy, he was playing centre back in a back three.
And he did play as a right back. He did, and I didn't watch much where he played as a right back. He has played in three positions. He has played as a DM. He has played as a centre back. He has played as a right back, and I watched all those matches.
Question: why hasn't Tuchel used him as a right wing back option then instead of Charl, who stinks when he plays out there?
We have Rhys James, we have Aspilicueta, and you have Charl. Yeah, and I'm sure he hasn't seen much of Chalobah on the right, but we saw that when he was bombing forward and he was playing as a winger.
He should have.
When he was trying.
Tuchel's our manager.
Yeah.
He should have tapes of all of our players playing even in the academy.
But he hasn't done that at the top level. Yeah, he hasn't done that enough at the top level. So you can understand why. And we are rich in that sector.
Has he ever played right back at the top level in men's football?
Yes, when he was on loan in where was
fuck
he
yourself.
Andrew has officially called himself Tomori as a bum. Slen says bad wolf. Canada hears you, Slen. Slen, tell me to shut up, please. I love Wolf. Wolf is brilliant. But carry on, Slen. Prime.
No,
PK.
Don't carry on. We're not doing this about Chalobah being better than Terry.
Okay.
We're not doing this.
Okay,
I'm done.
Moving on.
Look,
moving
on.
Let's...
your research on Chalobah. You just don't hit on a kid
that's worse. That's worse than anything I've ever said. That's worse than any take I've ever said.
Moving swiftly on.
You say. Wait, Prime.
Good. So basically, before this podcast turns into complete chaos, which I fear it already has got to, let's talk about the Burnley game briefly before I go and lock myself in a very dark room for the next hour. Abs, you've got Burnley at the weekend. Sean Dyche is going to be facing Chelsea. This could be a bit of a tricky game because Sean Dyche is a bit of a wanker when it comes to getting results.
He is, but you know what? We're even bigger wankers when it comes to getting results. We don't exactly play the most amazing football. And Andrew, you've got blood on your hands. How dare you disrespect two Chelsea legends?
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Well, I mean,
Andrew has just called John Terry a bum. To be
fair,
fair,
he'll say that Laporte's better than John Terry.
I mean, shut up, Abs. I mean, let's just put it this way. The greatest night in our history, where was John Terry?
Ah, dear Lord.
Oh,
I love Wolf Niall, inspiring. Oh my god. Tyler says Chelsea to win 3-0. But Abs, how do you see this game going?
Laporte is better than John Terry. Go fuck yourself.
Oh right, I'm sorry. Just all right. So, what was I gonna say? So yeah, Burnley. It's gonna be a pretty difficult game, especially with the two maestro centre backs. What's his name? Tarkowski and Ben Mee at the back. It's going to be very, very difficult to get through them. So yeah, I think it's going to be a hard game. But now, if I'm being serious, we should be all right. We should really be cooking them and slapping free past them. I think Kai Havertz is going to score in this one, hopefully. I think Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to score, and I think Hakim Ziyech is going to score. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Just another easy 3-0 in my opinion. Maybe even 4, depending on how it goes. Burnley don't cause us too many problems. Even with with Lil TJ on the wing, Maxwell Cornet. Yeah, so we should be all right for this, and we'll get through pretty comfortably.
Yeah.
Why do you? Sorry.
Yeah. What were you gonna say, Pon?
Why do you call Chalobah 23 Savage?
Have you seen his trim?
No.
It looks like 21 Savages. So
I don't know who 21 Savage is.
Oh my days! You don't know who 21 Savage is?
Fucking god!
Niall, you know who 21 Savage is, right?
No.
Prime, you need to log out.
Andrew?
Nope, sorry.
Charl, do you know who 21 Savage is? Wait, Charl. You and I? Oh,
Charles dead.
Charles trying to get it through the hole.
Oh.
Do you know who 21 Savage is?
Obviously.
Exactly. You uncultured brat.
Obviously.
What is it?
Actually, what dickhead does not know who 21 Savage is?
3 of the people on the
Right.
panel.
Oh, come on, no. Like, what are you saying? Like, I'm sorry, how you not knowing who 21 Savage is? That's like saying who the fuck is Dr. Dre. Like, come on. What are you talking about? Everyone knows who the fuck 21 Savage is. Dickheads, learn your music. Learn your music.
Interesting.
That's
Savage.
your assignment for the week is to learn who 21 Savage is.
No,
Andrew,
I've got to remove my eyebrows and put them back on again. So I'd rather do that instead of research.
talk to me about
Everyone knows who Dr. Dre is. 21 Savage, no one knows who he is.
Chalab a bigger goat than John Terry. Talk to me about the
Wait, Dr. Dre, does he work in a hospital in England?
You're going to be put in one in a minute. Prime,
don't be a dickhead.
Andrew, talk to me about the Burnley game.
I think it'll go one of two ways. I think we'll have a score an early goal and we'll smash them, or we might have to be a bit patient and they might try and make it hard, but we'll eventually win out 2-0. I think we'll beat them. I think this Burnley is in trouble. I know they beat Brentford the other week and that was quite of a shock, but this Burnley's not had a good start to the season. I expect us to win comfortably, though. I expect us to win no matter what tomorrow. Get 3 points. Hopefully, United can put out a draw tomorrow, and West Ham can do us a favour, and we'll go even further ahead going into the national break. I've got to go now, Niall.
Okay.
But like I say, thank you very much. I'll be on Sarcasm City later at Ballers at the Bridge, so you want to tune in for that at about 10:30. But thank you and subscribe to this channel, please. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Cheers for coming on, mate. I'll catch you in a bit. Catch you in a bizzle. Charl, what are your thoughts on the 1 minute? There we go. What are your thoughts on the Chelsea Burnley game?
All I'm gonna say is 3 or 4-1. I don't know yet. I haven't decided. I'm in between.
One.
I'm gonna say.
Who's scoring?
Pardon?
Who's scoring about 1?
I just want to remind ourselves that Burnley made it very difficult for us last year. Whether we like it or not, the smaller teams we seem to struggle against more than the bigger teams. So I'm being generous. Don't take my kindness. Don't take my generosity for kindness because it's fucking not. I just think Sean Dyche is that much of a wanker. Something like that.
Charlotte, what was the score last season when we played them? What was the score last season when we played them?
All right, Prime. You don't need to be a dickhead, do you?
I don't know. I'm asking. I genuinely don't know.
Oh, what was the score last season? No one cares. No one cares, Prime.
Brilliant.
Does anyone?
Moving on, because I've got 1 minute.
You should know.
I've got an F1 show.
Why was I muted?
Right, shush, because I was talking and I owned this shit. Thank you very much. Anyway, I've got an F1 show to do it's meant to be 7:30, but
why was I not invited to this F1 show?
Well, I don't know, because I invited you to the Chelsea show and it's after, so you were going to be here anyway. Thank you, Captain Charl. Now, pipe down, sit down, play on your Instagram or TikTok, whatever you're doing.
I'm on TikTok.
Excellent. Slen, talk to me about the Burnley game. This podcast has completely turned into disarray.
And just to answer Prime, last season we did beat them 2-0 and 3-0. I can't remember which was home, which was away. So 5-0 aggregate. Tomorrow will be a hard game, but I see us winning by 4-0. I said that against Malmo last time. Yeah. So I still need this 4-0. I don't know where it's coming from. It might come from tomorrow's game against Burnley. I don't know, maybe against Juventus, maybe against United. I don't know, but I can see a 4-0 somewhere on the horizon. But we need to be very cautious of Kone on the left. He's playing on the left of Wood, I think. Yeah. And just behind Kone, there is this dude called McNeil, and he tends to wake up every time he's playing Chelsea. So we need to be very wary of those guys, and yeah, we should beat them. We should be beating Burnley tomorrow by 4-0, hopefully.
Perfect. Wolf says, what channel is the F1 show on? It's actually on this channel. It'll be on this channel at 7:45. Still need to make the thumbnail, which is why I'm trying to hurry this show up. But when Charles here, it always turns into chaos. Thank you, Charl. She knows what she's done. And Wolf says, Charl the Ripper. I don't know if it's fair to compare Charl with a man that killed and brutally murdered lots of people, but you could sort of say that. Cool. Prime, if you're not listening to very loud music, what's your thoughts on the Burnley game? Oh, for fuck's sake. I quit. I actually... That is Prime's. That is Prime's thoughts on the Burnley game. Tarkowski and Ben Mee are clear.
If Tarkowski and Ben Mee play, we'll scrape a 2-0 win. If one of them don't play, then we'll beat them 4 or 5-0.
Excellent. That is magical. Absolutely magical. Yeah, that is. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Wolf says nice headphones, Prime. Yes, something like that. But that is that. We are back at 7:45. In how many minutes is the F1 show? It'll be 25.
Know your time. Get a clock or a watch or Siri.
Charl. Wolf's in Canada. So 7:40.
Sorry, he's got fucking Siri. He's got fucking. Don't come at me and tell me Siri's in the UK because Apple's invented in fucking America. Don't come at me and tell me they don't have to deal with this dumb bitch Siri.
Right. It'll be in about 25 minutes. Wolf, love to see it. Also, Wolf says nice headphones, Prime. Laurie says big up the panel, fuck Abs and Charl. Ouch.
Oh, fuck you, Laurie, you pagan. Look at you. Look at you with your monkeys ahead of that.
I'm sorry. Laurie, I'm sorry. Fuck you.
Can I just say, Abs, do you think Chalobah will be better than Terry?
No.
Okay, cool. Laurie, I disagree with that statement.
But here's this. Look at Laurie looking like a full-on Eminem sat there trying to rinse us.
Brilliant. Wolf says, thank you, Charl, but no. No Siri, I think. But we are going to wrap it up there. We'll be back at 7:45 with the UK time with the F1 show, previewing the race in Mexico. We are in Mexico for this weekend's race. At some point, I'm also going to try and do a Sheffield United preview for Argyle in the FA Cup first round. Also got a watch along for that on Sunday at 12:15. We'll be live at 12 for the FA Cup Sheffield Wednesday versus Plymouth Argyle watch along. Before you go, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well if you are new to the channel. Check out our socials, Twitter, Let's Talk EPL, Instagram, Let's Talk EPL _, and on TikTok at Let's Talk Premier League. Slen, where can they find you?
They can find me here every time we have a Chelsea chat, and on Instagram at official Slen. And please don't come there if you're under 18. Or let me add that age. If you are under 21, please don't come there.
Unbelievable. Abs, where can they find you, mate? As Slen, I think, his Wi-Fi is gone again.
All right, first off, I've got to put in one thing. Just to round a few of the Chelsea fans right now.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
There we go. That's just the first thing right there.
Oh wow.
No, but you can find me on what's it called? On the first X side for the Chelsea show. Sometimes you can find me on the Ball TV, regular Prem panel show, and you can find me here on Let's Talk EPL pretty much every Friday. And also soon coming, Shed and Shotters. I'll put my actual act down here for you to see. So there we go. It's me and my guy Daniel, who's been on the show a couple times. So that's our app right there. Just come follow us. I think we'll be dropping probably next week, hopefully. So yeah.
Nice. Make sure you do that as well. Charl, you're next. Where can they find you?
You can find me on here. Oh, and sorry, and GNA tomorrow for the women's football, Chelsea versus Aston Villa, and dinner watch along at 12:30. You should probably tune in for that. Yeah, you just get to see me the whole time for like, I don't know, 45 and 45. I don't know how long that fucking is, like 2 hours. Who fucking cares? I should probably get a Siri too. But yeah, if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at Charl_strong. But basically, if you're not subscribed to this channel and you're watching this,
Brilliant. That is wonderful. And Prime, last but not least, where can they find you, mate? Oh my god. Oh wow. Oh wow.
oh God, what the fucking
That's
shit
true,
on it.
though. This is actually the first time I'm agreeing with this.
Someone stop him.
Wolf says Slim Wi-Fi equals McFred. Wolf says, where can I find Niall and him only? You can find me, if you want to find me, you can find me at Niall_PAFC. We've also going to be doing a watch along at the same time as Charl is, but we'll be doing the Manchester Derby, the one at Old Trafford, United versus City. Yeah, that one. We're going to be doing a watch along of that tomorrow. We'll be live at 12:15 for that one. We might be doing another FA Cup watch along over the weekend. We'll see what games there are. I think St Albans are playing Forest Green, which we might do. We've actually got a new scoreboard overlay for that one, so make sure you check us out for the FA Cup watch alongs. Round one, the FA Cup is here, and it is here to stay for the rest of the season now. Only the League 1 and 2 have been added at the moment. This lot get added in January. So we'll see if Argyle get all the way to a third round and pick out one of these lot, which should be quite an interesting one. But before we go, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Wolf says, is Abs an Arsenal fan? No, I'm 100% sure that Abs is a Chelsea fan.
That's a good thought about Arsenal. How dare you class me with them clans there?
Tyler says, no, do you have a time on your scoreboard? I do not. But I am looking at sorting that out at some point soon. Oi, big up, Niall. How you doing, mate? You doing a watch on for the match today? I'm not doing a watch on for a match today. I got the F1 show at 7:45-ish. And then we got the United show at 9 p.m. So make sure you tune us in for that. And then we're going to have a Sheffield Wednesday versus Plymouth Argyle preview. So there's plenty to do there. Slen has got his finger up, so I don't. Yes.
And I'm actually, you've removed. I was actually shoving my finger up Prime Stars. So
oh, okay. Brilliant. In how many minutes F1 show? It's going to be about 20 minutes. So it'll be in around 20 minutes. I'll get the stream set up soon. But yeah, on that note, guys, thanks for watching. That was fun. Yeah. Bye, guys.